You guys, this is combination dream channel message and also download. But the dream that I had and the download that I just received, that your opponent is weak. In the dream state, they're very tired. Whoever this is, I'll just go ahead and make it gender specific just based on the dream that I had. So the masculine, I feel like this person's been working like a dog, but it was to satisfy the needs and the material wants and the possession qualities of whoever they're choosing to call a companion, a spouse, somebody who is attached at their backbone of a spine sort of person, because this person has no more backbone. Whoever they're connected to by way of this tyrant, this woman with this very nasty, controlling energy. This was in the dream state. He's tired. What I saw was him lying in a bathtub, and I'm like, oh my God, is there water in there? Is he, he's so tired. Is he going to slip under and, lose consciousness? Like, that was a concern for me. And, even that as I replay this now, I'm thinking, was he trying to drown himself because of just the possession of this mate that he was with? Anyway, you guys, this had to do with somebody refusing to take the fact that they lost a home. It felt like a home. They're refusing to give up to that idea that they have to leave, they have to get out. They're no longer, going to be able to take possession over this residency. And that's where I come in, because I was like, okay, it felt like a hotel room at the same time. Like, I have the key now, this is mine, but it was like a card entry sort of thing. Like with hotels with card entries, like, it cuts off after, the checkout time. So you don't have access anymore. So it was feeling like that, because I'm like, why would they give me, this room or this home or whatever this was that I was about to reside in? Why? And there are people obviously who still feel like they have access. It was even the way that they entered into the room that I was standing in. Like, they could, it was like a conjoined room, but they were using the option as to use the door that separates the two conjoining rooms. They chose to use that door, which came into my side of whatever this was, to try to access clothes that were in a closet that were over on my side. So I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. So then there was a confrontation blooming between myself, whoever's body I was in, because this does not apply to me at all. So, there was something brewing between us, because I was standing my ground like, wait a minute, hold up. Like, you're not just going to come in here and, act like you can do whatever you want. I know what you were used to doing, but you can't do that now. So I'm not even sure if we got into it. My deceased best friend was alongside me in this scenario, so she might have talked me off the ledge from jumping this girl. But anyway, whatever it was, it was confrontational in that way, but I don't know what happened. Like, I don't remember. The next thing I remember was changing over to another sequence of a dream with my deceased best friend. We were traveling like on a train. First it was a boat, and then it was a train. So that was odd. And I met like this older gentleman of Asian descent, and he had some tarot cards. So he pulled 2 cards on me. I'm not going to tell you what they were. And then he pulled out like a gold coin, and there's some divination he did with this single gold coin. So I have no idea what any of that, is about. But if anybody is familiar with that, then please drop it in the comments if that's some form of divination from Asian descent. And y'all, the dream seemed kind of futuristic even, because in that house where that confrontation was, I remember looking at a dishwasher. It was a dishwasher. It was going. But it had like a see-through door. You could see the dishes actually being washed. But what was most shocking was there were pieces of raw chicken, like whole thighs, like a quarter of a chicken. Yeah, like uncooked, like raw. And they were in the dishwater, kind of just floating around. And I'm looking at it like, ew, I can remember that much. So I don't know what that had to do with anything. But anyway, you guys, So somebody's just not taking the understanding that they got to go. They got to get out. They're still trying to act like it's theirs. But what I wanted to tell you guys is, thinking over the dream all day pretty much, because I'm like, what in the world? Whoever the masculine is, well, they're not so masculine because they lost their backbone to whoever this woman is that they're connected to, who's kind of taken over, not even kind of, like they made it known that, they're running this, whatever that is. I don't know to call it a relationship, but this man obviously was tired. They'd given up, they're ready to, I'm hearing deadbeat right now. But what I wanted to say was, the reason why I'm making this message, and I appreciate your patience, but this masculine energy had it going. They were up. It was up and it was stuck for a long time for them. The money was coming in. It was real good. They were satisfying the needs of this tyrant of a woman who's connected to them. That they lost that. They lost whatever that prosperity energy was that they were living off of. That's gone. That's why this woman's turned into their worst nightmare, because they're still having to try. I told you this guy was tired. He was about to fall asleep in the bathtub. Oh, and I remember seeing a pile of pennies. But then I thought, was that some sort of manifestation technique? Even in my dream, I was thinking that. So that let me know this person's broke. They're trying to figure out how they can get money back, but they're dead tired. They're out of options, ideas, or either they're just being worked like a dog and this woman is running them ragged. So they really have no strength. As I mentioned, their backbone has been gone. So this woman has been the one, I guess, who's kind of, hounding them down their throat, on their back, because the money ran out. But there's this house that I feel, or home, or whatever this is. It could be a condo. It could be a I don't know. I was hearing layaway plan. So maybe it's one of those like timeshare type things. Maybe they can't keep the payment up or something. Maybe that's one of those things to where they did buy into something and they can't continue to pay for it. So that could be a mortgage even, or it's something. So they have to get out, but they're refusing to. He's ready to just give up on everything. I heard totality, everything. He's ready to just give up, but she is still hanging on. So she's very confrontational, but the thing is, the money's gone. So I figure the reason why he was fighting so hard to keep this woman happy, is because she is going to retaliate in the worst possible manner. But this masculine is beat. They're beat down. They're ready to give up. They're tired. They can't come up with whatever this is that was keeping this woman satisfied, quiet, relaxed. She's causing problems. Like she's a problem. She's problemed. She's a problemed person to try to deal with or be around. And that's for anybody. If she's not happy, then she makes everyone around her and them miserable. Any circumstances, it's misery. All right, y'all. So that's what I had. And I just wanted to share that with y'all, whoever this applies to. But she's the problem. She's the issue. But now we're understanding why he's like, I'm hearing bare bones. Like he went like totally at whatever he could to try to sabotage for his benefit. That's because of her.